What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods Expert. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode we made our dark steel armor, and yeah, we're looking at a ways to power it up. So I currently need to get some of these redstone parts, the ones that we infused. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put that right there. That creeper though, it's kind of got me a little worried, but I think we'll be okay. It really wants in here, but I don't think there's any way for him to get in here. So yeah, we need to empower that redstone, turn it into these empowered redstonia crystals. Yeah, because we need to make ourselves a capacitor bank. I'm only looking at making the basic one. I think we can upgrade. Yeah, if we make 2 of those, we can upgrade it this way, or we could just go straight to the capacitor bank, this one. But I think we're just going to do the regular capacitor bank. So we need 4 of these basic capacitors, which means we need 16 of these empowered redstonia crystals, and we only have 7 right now. So that should get us where we need to be. Exactly 16. Perfect. Okay, so then we need the silver clumps. We need 8 of those and 4 of the mana glass, and I think we should be all set on that stuff. Then we're also gonna need tungsteel. I'm not sure if we have enough of that stuff right now, so that's definitely something I'll have to take a look at. We might have to make some of that here in just a second, but I know we made some of that stuff just recently, so we might have some left over. We do. Perfect. So there's that. We need 4 of the mana glass, and we should be able to make ourselves our capacitor bank. So there's that. Oh, I need 1 redstone block. All right, so there's our capacitors. Can I click on this thing? There we go. And here is a basic capacitor bank. You're a basic capacitor bank. So we can go ahead and put this over here by our other power storage, I believe. And we can use this for putting our power into. You know, I think we could just probably stick it right like that. It'll get some power right off this energy conduit. The only thing we're really going to be using this for is charging up our armor and stuff. So this thing doesn't need to fill up super fast. One thing I do want though is our boots filled up full of power. I believe these are supposed to negate fall damage when they're powered up, and I keep springing up with our slime sling. I guess when you load the game, the glider is off by default. So yeah, I went to go jump up like that and I took fall damage, and I did that twice actually. So we'll go ahead and put some of those in here, just charge up the rest of these things so we take less and less damage. Kind of what I want to work on today is we are running out of storage space. I would like to see if we can start looking at getting ourselves applied energistics up and running. That's kind of the goal that I'd like to have for today, to see if we can get applied energistics going. All right, so all those are powered up. We have mending on them. They're all charged up. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's go and press G. No, we want it active. Now, around the place, we have found different meteors. There's like 2 of them right here. In this general area, this is where, yeah, right here, hole. This is where we went and we got our original Embers stuff. That took a while to get over there previously. We should be able to get there quite quickly now. So hole is this one? Yeah. All right, so if we just do one of these numbers and kind of point up a little bit and press forward, we can get moving over that direction quite quickly now. It would be nicer if we had ourselves a jetpack. We'll be getting to that soon enough. But yeah, we should be able to, at this point, glide all the way over to the hole in just a few seconds, which is really awesome. We don't even need to go that far. Yeah, we just need to go over to these meteors. So what we're looking for is the different inscriber plates, so we can make ourselves the different circuits and stuff for applied energistics. All right. Hopefully this hammer has enough. Oh yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if the hammer had the correct mining ability to mine this stuff. Looks like it does just fine. Break one more. Ah, here's the chest. Skystone chest. Oh, we got an inscriber logic press and the inscriber silicon press. Okay, both of those are pretty important. So we need the engineering and the calculation. Those are the ones we're looking for now. Hopefully we get lucky and both of those are in this one. Ugh. If not, we've seen plenty of these meteors nearby, so I should be able to glide over there quite easily and get them. But it would be kind of cool if they were just right here. Here it is. Oh, inscriber engineering, silicon, and calculation. That is all of them on these 2. Plus we get some extra skystone, which is kind of cool, and another inscriber silicon if we need another one of those. But we can always craft more of those, I believe, unless they've been changed. Yeah, just an iron block plus the inscriber thing in the inscriber. Yeah, that's all we need. Okay, so that is really, really awesome. We don't have to go very far at all for this stuff. So I think we want to go to purple. I think it's purple. Yeah, purple's home. See if we can get up here. Wink. And we'll have to do one more on top of these trees. Wink. All right, very good. Yeah, I think we're going to have to slam sling once more. I don't know. Oh, no. We got it. We got it. Pretty cool. Yeah, so getting around with these glider wings, definitely game changer. Obviously, it'll be better later on when we get an actual jetpack and we don't need to glide around. But for right now, I'm very happy with our situation. Okay, so now that we got all of these things, we can start looking at getting the different parts for applied energistics. So first things first, we need to get ourselves an inscriber. This is the machine that you put these different presses in so we can start making circuits. So that's made with some steel and sticky pistons, which is pretty easy to come by in this mod pack. All right, so we just need 5 steel and 2 sticky pistons, I do believe, and I believe we should have everything for that ready to go. All right, so there is that, and then we need, let's see, we need wood. That should be enough. Grab a stack of that. I forget if the piston recipe has changed. I feel like I use steel instead of iron. I can't remember off the top of my head, though. We'll figure it out. Piston, nope, it is a default recipe. There's also these right here, so that makes it easier. We can just use a log instead of everything else. So there's that. Then we need 2 slime balls to make those sticky pistons. And we should have some slime in here. Perfect. All right. Cool. And Inscriber. So this, oh, we do need one more thing. I didn't even see this. Fluix crystal. So that is charged Sardis quartz, nether quartz, and redstone. Charged Sardis, nether quartz, and redstone. All right, so we just need to drop those into water so they're kind of on top of each other in the same source block. So right here should be just fine. There we go. All right, so now we got ourselves our first little bit of applied energistics, and there's an inscriber. Cool. So with the inscriber, we do have the power, and I think it has to use applied energistics power. Let's take a look. What does the Emmy Controller cost? That costs an engineering processor. You know what? I'm not 100% sure. We might be able to power these directly off RF. Let me set this down for just a second. It does say RF on the thing, so we might just be able to put that directly on our capacitor bank over here or on our power line. Not 100% sure, but let's take a look. I believe in 1.7 you had to use some kind of an AE power. Oh yeah, it says it's got RF in there. All right, so we need the engineering press. So we need a diamond, and we need to get ourselves some of the silicon. We should have the silicon already from when we were making some of the Ender IO things that required silicon. But yeah, this is a pretty easy process, I do think. So let's grab a diamond and one of those. Guess we'll try and glide over there, make it a little bit faster. Oh, glider wings on. Wink. Much better. Just for simple getting around, it's so much better. All right, so there's a diamond. Yeah, everything looks like that's working very, very easily. Yeah, 1.7, before you could do this, you had to get yourself, I think, the power acceptor and power the inscriber with the power acceptor. So that was a whole nother machine you had to make. Thankfully, it's not complicated here. And then there's that guy, and then we put that, the silicon plus the engineering plus redstone in this machine, and we should get our circuit. Okay, so that's very simple. So then we need some more fluix. It looks like these have to be pure. I didn't realize this before. So we have to do the whole seed thing. Okay, interesting. So maybe crystal growth accelerators might be a thing we're gonna want. What do these cost? All right, so we need more fluix in order to do that. What about the crystal growth chamber? So we need 6 of the crystal growth accelerators to make that. It doesn't look like any of these recipes are very difficult. Like, none of them have been changed for the specific mod pack, which is nice. But I'm gonna take some time here, make some of the fluix, try and get some of those crystal growth chambers made up, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so probably one of the first things we should do before we make the crystal growth accelerators is we should look at trying to be able to make more fluix crystal. Now, we pretty much just went through all of the charged Sardis quartz crystals that we have, and in order to make the crystal growth accelerators, we need these fluix blocks, and then we also need to take more of the fluix with the quartz fiber to make these glass cables. So we're going to be going through a lot of that fluix, which means we need a lot of the charged Certus quartz. So let's make ourselves another machine here. We will make ourselves the charger. So the charger requires 2 fluix plus some steel, and then we can make this. The charger, you can put in any of these Certus quartz crystals, the regular ones, and then with some RF, it'll charge them up. And then you have basically unlimited amount of these charged Certus quartz crystals. So yeah, that's what we want to do. So we need to get ourselves 5 more of the steel, wherever that is. Where is it? There it is, found it. And then we want to get ourselves probably some of those. Do we have any hoppers in here? Because a hopper would make this really, really simple. Doesn't look like it. Do we have any of our item conduit in here? You know what? I think the item conduit I put over here. All right, so we'll use item conduit. Did I grab one? Yeah, okay. I think that should work just fine. And then we'll grab ourselves a chest. We can just make one real quick. I guess just make it out of jungle wood should be fine. Like so, and I will turn that into a regular oak chest. Okay, that should be all we need to do. Now, with the charger, we can set this up to be pretty automatic, I do believe. We'll just set this right here. I didn't make the charger. Whoops, I got ahead of myself. It's like I grabbed all the things for it and it's like, all right, let's use it. Oh wait, we got to make it first. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's make the charger real quick. There's that. Right. All right, so now let's put the charger over here on the battery, because that is our good source of power. Now that says it's using 0 out of 3 KRF. I do believe it's not getting power. I believe it only gets power from the top and the bottom. So we might need to smack that with a wrench or something. Yeah, that works. Now it's got power. All right, so that's fine. I think inserting and extracting items also has to be from the top. I think we'll try it. So we'll put this conduit right here and we'll put this on in, out, extract, always active. And we'll put this one on in, out, extract, always active. I think it'll work that way. We'll see. In, out, extract, always active. All right, so if I put in these Certus quartz crystals, one gets pulled. And there you go. There's a charged Certus quartz. You pulled another one. Yeah, so as these charge up, a space is available, or as they charge up, it pulls them out, a space available, and it pulls one back in. So yeah, we can just go ahead and automatically charge these in a pretty automated fashion like that. It's very, very simple. So now we got 8 more of those. We can take those over and double the amount of double the amount of fluix crystals that we have, which is gonna make this a whole lot easier. All right, guys, so we have pretty much everything ready to go here for some of these crystal growth accelerators. I guess I don't have the iron on me, but we have that smelted down. All right, so what we need to do is make some of these Emmy glass cable fluix, which requires the fluix crystals plus these quartz fiber. And the quartz fiber, you can use any type of crushed quartz pretty much, except for the black quartz, I guess, and some glass to make these quartz fibers. So I just took half a stack of Certus quartz, ran it through our sag mill, and just smelted down some sand that we have. I'm gonna make probably 9. I think that's a reasonable amount right now. All right, so there's that, and then we need to make fluix cables out of those. All right, so there's that. Looks like we have enough for 12. Cool, and then we can turn, oh, we need quartz glass. Oh, this is a thing that got me. You know, I think I remember seeing this recipe before, but I didn't remember about it. Okay, so blaze quartz from Botania. So we need to put blaze powder around nether quartz, or we can do a chiseled block. Okay, yeah. So it looks like this is what we need to do. So we need blaze powder around a nether quartz for this. Man, that's only going to give us 2. Red quartz, so that's redstone around quartz. Certus quartz dust, we have that on us. And then the sunny quartz, we have to put quartz through the atomic reconstructor. There's also sandy glass. So that is sand with glass shards around it. The glass shards, I'm not really sure how you get those from quark. I seem to recall something like if you blaze the glass and you break it with a pickaxe, you might get the shards. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll use this. Oh, okay. So there is 3 glass shards. All right, so we're gonna need a few of those. So let's place down a few of these. No, the hammer duel. Okay, so it does all of those at once. So yeah, that's pretty easy to get. All right, so glass shards. Yeah, I do believe that is a quark only thing. So I guess we can start making some of these things. So sandy glass. Oh, we need 1 piece of sand. Do I have sand over here? Do we have compressed sand? I might have used it all. Okay. So the way I got sand just a moment ago is I've been collecting gravel over by our crusher, and any gravel that I get in the mines down below I've been putting over here too. But yeah, you can put cobblestone into the crusher and it turns the cobblestone into gravel. The gravel I've been running through our sag mill over here, which turns it into sand. Also, it gives us flint as a byproduct, and flint is used to increase the output of pretty much everything the sag mill does. So it's kind of like, why wouldn't you do it this way? So anyway, yeah, I keep adding the flint over into this slot here. So we get a little bit of sand, so that's pretty much all we need. We'll just let that continue doing what it's doing right now. Okay, cool. So now that we got that, we should be able to make our sandy glass. So back to this guy, one of those. All right, so there is 4 sandy glass. Now back on this recipe, yeah, so we need 1 per thing, so that's gonna give us a total of 8. And then that should be enough, I think that should be enough. Okay, so smoky quartz, that is quartz put through the coke oven. I didn't even see that one before. So quartz, we need, I'm just gonna put 6 through there. I think that should be enough. I don't know, I'll have to get all these different recipes right eventually. So we'll put that in there. All right, so that'll turn into our smoky quartz. So now we need to do the sunny quartz, the redstone quartz, and whatever the other one was. So a little redstone around this. I guess we'll do 6 of each. That should be more than enough. Well, there's 5. I need a little bit more redstone. All right, so there's that guy. So the other ones, I don't remember off the top of my head. We have blaze quartz. So that's a lot of blaze powder that we need. I don't know if we have that. We might have to go farm for that. We did the red quartz and the sunny quartz. So we need 6 of those to put through the laser over there. All right, and that should be a pretty simple, straightforward thing to do. Yep. Okay, yeah, just put that right in front of our laser here and press the button. These button. Okay, so that uses more power. Yeah, I can't do all of those at a time. It uses more power than this thing has, so we gotta wait for this thing to charge back up before I press the button every time. Okay, so we got 3 of them. All right, so yeah, that does take a bit of power here. How are we doing? Yeah, that's still charging up. That's gonna be drawing a lot of power off this thing, but we still got plenty of power in reserve. I guess we could add another connection, energy conduit onto the back here so it gets power from more than one side. Might be side limited. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we're definitely limited on the amount of power this thing is accepting right now. All right, and then we gotta do 1 more and we should be good to go. Whoop, whoop, keep pressing all the wrong buttons here. There it is. All right, so we'll let everything recharge over here. So the final thing we need to do, let's go back one more time. Yeah, we need the blaze powder. All right, so we're gonna need a few blaze rods. Now, I can't remember, there is a good way to get blaze powder out of these things. Crusher will give us 4. Is there a better way than that? Produce, macerator gives us 5. So macerator might be what we wanna do. Sag mill, I think, might even give us more than 4 with these different things over here, because like flint gives us 120% plus a bonus plus power reduction. So maybe the sag mill would be the best way of doing it. I'm not 100% on it though. But yeah, we're gonna need a few blaze rods, and I don't remember how many of those we have. Let's go take a look at our supply. I might have to go to the nether and farm these up. We had 32. No, we are golden on this. Okay, yeah, I guess I killed a few blaze before and just been storing the blaze rods without really paying attention to them. All right, so back to our sag mill. That's all done. And we'll put some blaze rods in there. So it said we can get 4 plus additional. So we've gotten 8, 12. I'm not seeing any additional yet, but that doesn't mean we won't get additional. Seems to be like 4 every time though, doesn't it? Maybe the macerator is the best way to go with these. Yeah, if we were gonna get an extra one, we would have seen it by now. It's still on those even numbers. All right, so no, macerator is the way to go with those. Now we know for sure. Sometimes you put things in there that don't really say that they get extra from the sag mill, and they still do anyway. So there's no real way of knowing unless you try it, I guess. So there's our blaze powder. So we need 6 more quartz. I'll take some of the additional blaze powder, and I guess we'll just store right in here. Why not? All right, so now we should have, I think, everything ready to go to make these. We need the black quartz, and then how much of the, yeah, we got plenty of the Certus quartz dust. All right, so what do we got back here? These should be done. Cool, and then that goes into our alloy smelter thingy. Alloy melter? Whatever this thing is called, I can't remember. Metal alloyer. All right, so it was sandy glass plus smoky, blaze, sunny, Certus, I believe, and then, no, I think it was this way. I don't think it matters which direction they go in there. So I do need to make some more sandy glass. And the recipe for that was just that around sand. So we should be able to do that. I'll have to break apart some more glass, I do believe, but that's pretty trivial thing to do, right? All right, so while that's cooking up, I will make some more sandy glass just so we can make a few more of those recipes and get some more of the quartz glass. All right, there's that. This, one of those, one of these. Sure, we'll do that many. Okay, so now we have enough for all of those recipes. And how are we doing on this? We are doing pretty good. Put 2 more of those in there. Cool. All right, so there is the quartz glass that we need in order to make these things. So the one we had in there was enough to make 4. We want to make 6 because we're going to go to this crystal growth chamber. This thing is way better than these are because you don't need a puddle in the world. This just requires power. I think you can put more speed upgrades in there and it just goes faster. And it's automatable without doing a lot of crazy different things. It's just a better system in my opinion. So that's what we're going to go with. Let me go ahead and do a little boinky springy action, slime slingy action. All right, so now we can make 6 of those. Perfect. Acceleration is underrated. All right, so there is that. So now we need a chest, a hopper, and a glass cable. We don't have a glass cable, but we can make those pretty easily, I think. Oh, we need more Certus. Okay, well, let me go ahead, or I'm sorry, Fluix. Let me go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so now that we have our crystal growth chamber made, all we need to do is start making some of the Fluix seeds. So in order to do that, we need the Fluix dust plus some sand, right? So there's Fluix seed. All right, so there's 8 of those. So now we can take our crystal growth chamber and stick it. Will it get power right there? I'm not sure if this provides power over. It might not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so that's not gonna work. We'll just put it right off the battery, or we can attach it to one of these cables over here, or something along those lines should be fine. I wasn't sure if the Inscriber was gonna pass the power or not. It doesn't look like it will. Okay, so crystal growth chamber, or this might just be a machine that requires AE power. I'm not sure. We put that there. Doesn't appear like this thing is doing anything. This might require direct AE power, so we might have screwed up a little bit here. We might have to make a power acceptor. Did I grade it back? Okay, so let's take a look. Power acceptor. Is there not a power or energy acceptor? Energy acceptor is quartz glass plus Fluix plus iron. So we could make one of those. One more thing we could try. Yeah, one more thing we could try is using like a cable. Whoop, that attached to this. That's got power. That might transfer power over. I'm not sure. We'll try that. Does not look like it. Okay, so we'll make the energy acceptor. Unfortunately, I forgot that we need AE power to run some of these machines. Yeah, even though like the Inscriber can run directly off RF, not all of the AE2 mods, the add-ons, work that way. Do we have crystal, or I'm sorry, the quartz glass? You know what? We might have to make more of this stuff. I think we do. Oh, dang. Okay, what about the Emmy Controller? Can we just make the controller itself right now? You know what? We might be able to just make the controller, and that should work just the same way. We need more pure fluix. Okay, the other way to make the pure fluix, by the way, and for those of you who might not have seen this, you just put the seeds directly into water. They don't despawn. And then over time, they will slowly mature to 100%. At least that's the way it's always worked in the past. So you can see there's like little particle effects around these things every now and then. If we look at it now, it says it's at 0.0%. So it's gonna go really, really, really slow just by putting in water like that. So yeah, we definitely want to get some of these things made. So I'll probably end up, yeah, we don't have the pure stuff yet. I'll probably end up making the energy acceptor. I'll make some more of the quartz glass, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so we made the energy acceptor. I just put it right here on our battery. So this should be converting RF into the AE power. Then we can put our crystal growth chamber right here. And as you can see, it's kind of glowing a little bit, which means it was gaining power. So that way it works now. Unfortunately, it just doesn't run off direct RF power. So our seeds are still over here. Let's take a look if they've done anything yet. No, it still says 0.0. So it might be in this mod pack where you absolutely need the crystal growth accelerators in order for these seeds to grow up. But yes, they should go pretty quickly by putting them in here. And there we go. Now they're actually doing something. So when these grow up, they'll turn into the pure fluix crystals. We'll have 8 of them. You can use the pure fluix crystals in place of anything, but you can't always use the regular fluix crystals in place of the pure ones, right? So yeah, the pure ones you can turn into other things like blocks, or you can turn them into the Emmy cables, these glass cables, or so on. So yeah, they're pretty good. All right, so there we go. There is this. So now we have the pure. We should be able to make our Emmy controller. And that guy, yeah, looks like we should have everything. Oh, you know what? We gotta smelt some of our sky stone, because we just have the regular sky stone, but we need the sky stone blocks. So we should be able to do that in our alloy smelter. I think that's probably the fastest way of doing it. But yeah, we collected a decent amount of those. So let's go back over here once again. We'll make sure we get the upgrade into our alloy smelter. Out of the sag mill into this one. I still need to go and grab some of those other upgrades from that desert temple. But yeah, this melts quite quickly with the upgrade in here. It's very nice. All right, so now that that's done, we should be able to make ourselves our Emmy controller. Now you can use applied energistics without the controller, but the controller is nice because one, you can put power directly into it, and it provides up to 32 channels per face of the controller. Whereas without a controller, you can only have up to 8 channels total. So this is definitely quite nice. All right, so there's our Emmy controller. That's going to be the brains of the whole applied energistics system. You can put multiple controllers together, and you could have a 7x7x7 controller size if you choose to, but they're expensive, as you saw. So now that we do that, or now that we've done that, we can power this thing and start connecting up other things. So we're probably going to want Emmy drives, so we can put disk drives into the Emmy system. So it requires steel and more of these engineering processors, some more of these fluid or the glass cables, the fluix ones. We're going to want some 1K storage. This is like the smallest size of the storage. But yeah, we do want these. Each one of these holds 63 different types of items, but they can hold up to like 1,000 items, I think. It's something like that, maybe a little less. I'm not sure. So we want to make the storage component plus the housing, which is more of quartz glass. So this is going to get quite expensive and a lot more crafting going on here. But once we have like 10 of these Emmy storage components, we probably don't even need 10, probably like 6 of them. Like all of the stuff that we have around here should fit on them. And it'll be quite easy for us to search and find our items and not have to worry about all of this type of storage. That's really what I want to do. So on top of the fact that we have the Emmy controller, we're going to make the disk drive and the storage cells. We're also going to need some kind of a way to see those items. So we need an Emmy terminal. All right, guys. Well, the Emmy terminal really isn't that bad, and we're gonna, in fact, make the crafting terminal. So that's the Emmy terminal plus a crafting table and a calculation processor. This thing just doesn't require that much. It does require some more processors and some other things that we've seen already. Also, some more quartz glass. But yeah, there's nothing too complicated about it. But you know, I was just thinking, once we get that, once we get the crafting terminal hooked up and get all the applied energistic stuff, we still gotta power that, and we don't really have a way for us to power that over here. Our only power really is right over here. We don't have power cables that'll stretch over or anything like that. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is making another water wheel and putting it below the house, hopefully out of earshot of the sound of the running water. Because that kind of stuff just drives me crazy. But yeah, I was thinking we will probably end up putting our own power supply over here specifically for applied energistics. The ground has already been dug out quite a lot underneath this house for us doing our mining and stuff. There's a little bit of dirt, a few layers of stone. But yeah, we could remove that stuff, place a few water wheels under here, and then power that thing directly. I think that might be what we end up doing. Instead of running power wires from our one water wheel over there all the way over here. Yeah, anyway, so we don't have the infrastructure set up right now for the power. We need to get that done. There's a whole lot of crafting that needs to happen for all of these different things to get made. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do that today. I was just looking at the time of the episode, and we are pretty much at the end of it. But yeah, we got a lot of good stuff happening here. We got our Emmy controller. We got all the different presses. We got our crystal growth accelerator over here, so we can make any of the pure crystals that we need. We have an energy acceptor, so we don't have to run all the power from the Emmy controller if we don't want to. And we also have our charger with kind of a automation right here to just put in regular Certus crystals and get the charged ones back out. That's really awesome. So yeah, we'll probably look at setting up the applied energistics next time, try and get the power sorted and all that kinds of things. But yeah, I'm pretty happy where we are right now, guys. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you did, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.